So welcome everybody, it's me Clashbear here, and today I wanted to show you the top 5 most useful free apps that you probably didn't know about. So the other day I found these apps on different websites that write specifically about these kinds of apps. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start with the first one. So the first app on my list is very useful for all of you that always record with your phone vertically. And what this app does is that it basically converts your vertical film immediately to horizontal mode every single time you record vertically, which is great. So the app is free, and what you do is you simply press this orange record tab in the middle bottom side of your screen. Unfortunately, I cannot do that right now because apparently then my recording crashes. But anyways, here is an example of something I recorded vertically but still converted itself to horizontally. Alright, so the second app on my list is probably the best app to recognize any music that you don't really know the name of, and the app is called Shazam. And probably many of you have already heard of it before, but for you that haven't, this app is literally the best to recognize any music that is playing at the moment. And the app is also incorporated into Siri on all iOS devices, which is great, so I'll just show you that real quick. Siri, what song is playing?
Naming the tune. I can name that tune. I think it's Force by Alan Walker.
And you're right, Siri, just look at it. It found the right song in a matter of seconds, and there you also see that this is powered by Shazam, which is great. Alright, so going back to the app, in the right hand side you can see that this app has a few tabs that you can go through. For example, you can see the quote-unquote favorites that you have, which are the songs that you have Shazammed in the past. And there is also a news tab, and then you can explore what other people have Shazammed in different countries or different continents for that matter too. So you can see which songs are at the top charts and so on and so forth, which I think is great. And then you also have some settings regarding the app. So the third app on my list is called MyScript Calculator, which is basically a math app where you write your equations and it calculates the sum for you automatically. And this is mostly for you that in school maybe you use iPads or anything like that, and you want something to write on and you don't like writing on pen and paper. This is a great app for you. So for example, the app can do very simple equations. For example, 3 plus 3 equals 6. Of course, that's very basic math. Then it can also do more complicated equations, such as 10 squared 2 plus 20 squared 2 equals 200. For example, those kinds of equations are possible with this app. And then if you want to, you can also go into the settings of the app, and you can choose whether you're left-handed or not, so it recognizes that. And you can also adjust the amount of decimals. You can increase the amount of decimals or decrease the amount of decimals that you want the app to display. So you can do all kinds of nifty stuff with this app, which is great. So the fourth app on my list is called Widgets. And basically what this app does is that it enables different options that you can see about your device. For example, your battery life left, or your current usage, or your space left on your device. So when you download this app, you just pull down Notification Center and make sure that Widgets is enabled. So just make sure that that's enabled. And then when it's done, you can see all these kinds of icons in this Widget tab. So now I can see the analog clock, the digital clock, and my current battery on my device. And if you want to add more icons, you simply go into the app and you press plus. Then here is a ton of different icons that you can add. So for example, I'm kind of a tech nerd, so I really want to know my current free space on my device. There you can see that it's 40% free, and you can also add CPU usage and other nifty functions. I also usually go into Twitter a lot, so I can just enable a shortcut to that. So I simply do this and then I press on this icon and it takes me to Twitter, which is great. So I'll just go back to the app real quick. There is also a lot of other useful icons in this app, which is great. You can also request new widgets by simply pressing this tab. So here is a ton of different suggestions. You can do that. And then you can also change the colors of the icons. For example, I can change to blue, which I really like, or light blue, or maybe green. I think I'll stick to blue. Then new theme, I think you can purchase those. Yeah, you can do that and just have some settings of the app as well. So that's pretty much what that app is. It basically enables a lot of different icons in your widget center, where you can see your current usage and different shortcuts to different apps, which is great. So last but not least, the fifth app on my list is called Currency. And I think you already guessed that this app is about converting different currencies into other currencies. So for example, I live in Sweden where it has Swedish crowns, so I can simply convert that to US dollars, which is $1 per 8.5 Swedish crowns. And then I can also add other languages or other currencies from different countries. For example, British pounds, I can add euros, which is great. And then I also have a list of pretty much every country in the world's currency, which is great. And then also I can see the progression of the currencies over time, which I can see for only 1 week, I can see for a month, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, so on and so forth, which is kind of interesting. And then I can also go into the settings of the app as usual, and I can change the theme to what I want. For example, I can change to orange, which looks great, and then I can also change to green, and so on and so forth, which is great. So that was it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and please let me know in the comments if you knew about any of these apps before, or well, were they all new to you, and so on. So please let me know in the comments about that. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'm Clash3, and I'll see you in the next one.